Hi, Gemini. This is Jeffrey. This is Right Color, and this is your reading for 2025. I am so early. I am never early. A lot of times, it's like the November readings, it's like November 1st, I'm getting working on them, but it's like I saw somebody on YouTube doing it, and I just was like, do it right now. That's what I'm doing. So the energy is adjustment for all signs. Because 2025, I think, is going to be a real doozy. Um, so the way I do it is I throw 12 cards, one for each month. And if you'd like a private reading, then we go deeper, right? So you want more clarification on March or April, whatever it is. And I'm having a sale on everything until November 7th, which is my birthday. So today is the 5th. I'm going to get it up today. It's like, all right. So let's see what the cards have to say for you, Gemini, for 2025. Away we go. Oops. Okay, I'll show you everything and then I'll do them all individually. Give me 2 seconds, please. This way. I don't read upside down. I know a lot of people do, but I don't. I don't feel like they're supposed to be read upside down, but that's me. But I also understand the opposite. As long as the opposite comes through in a specific card at a specific reading. And I let it. All right, here we go. January, December. Good angle. I was wearing a shirt yesterday and it fits, but there's like when I sit in the chair, it goes up like this. And it's like, oh, I saw the video afterwards. I was like, that looks terrible. All right. January. This is the card of happiness and joy and freedom and celebration and creative endeavors and community. Really lovely. I mean, it's a card of joy. Like out of the whole deck, for me, this is the card of joy. So, dancing, singing, fun, 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 fun. And in community with like-minded people, right? That are, had like sometimes you go to a party and like they play music and you're like, you really want to dance, and everyone's like, mm-hmm. It's like these are dancers, right? These are like dancer, they're fun. All right. January. I want to see numbers. I have a 2. I only have 2 3s. Okay. Not bad. So, I mean, threes are about, that's the first three. Threes are about creativity, right? Yeah, and it feels like this is what it feels like, honestly, for the adjustment thing. We're all going to have to start doing things that we've never really done before, or really expand ourselves. Really expand ourselves. It's like, well, I thought this was, but no, it ain't. And what are we going to do? January, February. February is about change. Um, uh, you know, fives are really the most interesting, honestly, out of all the numbers, because fives are really right in the middle. It's change. So this story is always in every card. So here they are. It ain't good. Snowing, blah, blah, no place to go, cold, you don't have enough to wear. You get the story, right? But then it's almost like these are two pieces and parts of ourselves. And this one is like really busy in the misery. And, like the more she concentrates on the misery, the more miserable it gets. Like the one sandal that she had actually broke. It's like that. The walking stick broke. The snow is harder. And this one is like, even though he's been through the mill, he's like, go inside. There's an opportunity here. Like, there's an opportunity. So it feels like he goes in and she doesn't. So it's almost like maybe there's, this part of me or you When I say me, I mean you. It's like, oh, I really like being in the misery, you know. And then there's this other part of you and says, we're done with this. We're done with this misery stuff. Let's go inside, get some soup. It's warm, you know. Might not be forever, but like it's warm, you know. It's blizzard. So that's what it feels like, especially because I have like a lot of really like nice, good cards around. Because the next one, and we start with the card of joy. So maybe that's the shift. Maybe the shift is toward joy, toward abundance, toward, you know, seeing things in a more positive light, seeing things as opportunities, not as struggles. That's February. March, great card, great card. Um, it's an 8, it's abundance, it's awareness, it's the card of Leo. It's about union of body and mind. This is about taming one's own or being tamed or allowing or inviting spirit to come in and tame my ferocity, my anger, my pride, so that I could be more directed, more in sync, more in tune, more focused. So it's like, here I am in joy, and then I want to revert. When I say I mean you, revert back to like misery and struggle. And it's like, well, maybe in March I have this opportunity to like shift. And then April comes, and so I have 2 2s and 2 3s. Choice and opportunity. This card, she's kind of at peace, right? She's kind of sitting and waiting for the answer, but she can't see. So she has to use another sense. And the other sense that she's probably going to end up using is her heart. And it's like she sits and waits until the answer, the decision comes, but she's not in a rush. So, you know, maybe this is a new incorporation, and it's like it's going to take time to settle. Sort of like, you know, I had the cataract stuff done. So I had the second one done. Initially, it was really good. Now it's getting a little double. But somebody wrote me here that it takes time to, you know, it's almost like you have a lot of clocks in the room. And then one of them is at, you know, going like that. And then all the pendulums kind of end up joining. I think it's like that. It's like I'm settling. It's like Jello. It's like this big tower of Jello that we push, and it's like, oh, and then eventually it's going to get, you know, still. Weird metaphor. And you get still, and then it's like, it's lime Jello that I really want. All right. January, February, March, April. May, like a readjustment, a new balance coming in. Maybe you're going to have to incorporate something new. That's what it feels like you have to incorporate something new and balance them. Okay. And then June, now that you have it balanced, you have a strategy and enthusiasm and action as to how to go after your passion, how to like go after what it is that you really want, that really makes your heart sing, that makes you excited, you know. But it's been a little bit of an adjustment, but here it comes. July, the clarity, a real clarity of vision, a real clarity of this is where I'm going, this is what I want, this is what I envision, this is how I'm going to go get it. I'm going to use my mind. There's a real mental energy to this one, you know, real clear mental focus, right? And patience as well. It's Queen. And then August, whoops. August is like, okay, I am willing to give up what no longer works for me. I am willing to be more aligned with the light of my soul. And it's another kind of waiting period. So, I think, whenever we're in a big adjustment, in whatever way, right? It takes time to settle. It takes time to like get used to it. Like, uh, I live in Mexico and I've been living here, I don't know, about 2.5 years. And then there's all these layers that have to settle. It's like, oh, that's the way they do it here. Oh, that's where this store is. That's who I can rely on. That's whatever. And it's like, oh, okay. I'm kind of like getting used to the lay of the land. It's like sitting in a certain space. Let's say you have a friend, you go visit them all the time, and you always sit in the living room, right? And then suddenly you notice a plant or a lamp or an object, and it's like, I never noticed that before. It's like, oh, it's always been here. And it's like, okay, like I'm getting more used to it. But there's an energy here of being willing to give something up that no longer really works, being willing to give something up that no longer works so that you can make room for illumination. That's August. There's this whole interior, here's what I'm getting. There's this whole interior energy of your relationship with yourself, like this relationship with, I write in the morning, and my whole message today, I mean, it was really a long message, but it was very much like acceptance for yourself as you are completely. Oh, this has to be fixed, and I wish this were different, and blah, blah. It's like, no, no, no. As it is, let it be and enjoy it for what it is and as it is, right? Like maybe certain my flowers are not blooming enough for me. I mean, it could be like that, it would be enough for me, or etc. And it's like, well, they are blooming, they are alive, and I'm going to let them be. When they bloom, right? Yes, I feel like there's this interior acceptance, self-love. That's like kind of the theme. That's what it feels like. All right. And I'm going to trust my own thoughts and utilize them and run with them and do something with them in a confident manner. Because I realized I have two twos, I have two threes, I have two sevens. 2, 3, 7. Yeah. This is really about confidence in your own mental understanding and the ideas that you pick up from the outside world. He runs with ideas. So it doesn't mean you have to come up with a new idea. Sometimes it's like, well, I could do it in a different way, my interpretation, and I'm going to do something with it. And then I have the 7. He's the farmer, and he plants seeds and he knows they're going to grow. He planted the right seeds in the right place, and it's just a matter of time before they grow. But he has to, it's a process. It's like he has to go out into the field, he has to till, he has to plant the seed, maybe water them, la la la, and then let them do what they do. And when they come up, they come up. Another 7. And then this is really interesting because it's a 3, but this 3 is like a very expansive 3. It's it's the international card. So the thing is, this is a merchant. He goes down to the shore, and then he empties his pockets. He gets rid of like, oh, all these receipts I don't need, all these energies, these problems, these I don't know, obstacles, whatever, and he throws them in the river, right? Sustainably. And he's waiting for his ships to come in. He knows they're coming. And his ships coming in are opportunities. It could be physical. It could be ideas that come in from overseas. It's the international card. So sometimes I like to understand that card, or I do understand that card as I'm looking at a different culture or a different way of doing things or a different, I don't know, perspective to expand my mental facility, my emotional facility, my physical world. That's the energy. Because, you've done, it feels like there's a lot of interior work going on here. Um, and you've had pauses and you've had work toward it and this and that. And it's like, okay, I've incorporated those things and now it's time to like look in a different place, right? In a hopeful manner. It's a yellow card. Yellow for me is like enthusiasm, hope, happiness, brightness, awareness, spirit. Yellow. Like, yellow has a cheerfulness to it that no other color quite has. I mean, bright orange is nice and bright pink is nice and bright green is nice, but yellow is like light. That's November. And then December, there's an understanding and an honoring of what you have gone through in the past year and the completion of a picture, the period at the end of a sentence, there's like a satisfaction in the word card. There's like a satisfaction. Like let's say you're planning a party, right? For a friend, a surprise party, right? And you put everything together. You got all the invitations. They were actually surprised, or at least 80% were surprised. And you decorated and you cooked or you catered and you invited the right people and you cleaned the house and maybe you got a music thing and this and that. And now the party's over and you feel really satisfied. You feel really accomplished. There's a sense of accomplishment with that, right? And the party's over. Tomorrow's another day, right? And there's that energy of moving into the next also. It's like this is over and we're going to rest a little bit and then we're going to go to a new story, to a new accomplishment, a new opportunity, a new season. So that's what I get for you, Gemini. So if you'd like a private reading, contact me. And the sale is on only until the 7th. It's my birthday, and I figured, why not? I know I'm a little, I could have done this last week, but I didn't have it in me. And I'm still recovering with the eyes, to tell you the truth. So it's been an adjustment, and it's going to continue to be an adjustment. And my next appointment is like 2 weeks. And they said that my eyes might just completely realign by then, but we'll see. All right. Blessings. Bye.